Thousands of Peruvian youth are demanding a repeal of a law they say violates their labor rights and benefits employers. Dan Collyns has more on their protests.
Opposition to the Peruvian youth employment law turned violent as protesters clashed with police. Peru's Interior Ministry says 16 police officers were injured and about 20 protesters were arrested. In the fourth and largest protest in a month, more than 10,000 marched against the law they call the ley pulpin, a term that's come to mean a young person who can be exploited.
We're here calling on this law to be overturned. It's a discriminatory law for all young people.
The new legislation came into effect in mid-December and aims to create jobs for 18 to 24-year-olds by cutting their employment benefits, thus lowering the costs for employers to hire them.
The government says that the youth, a big portion of Peruvians' youth don't have rights, so they will give them something, right? That's their argument.
Holidays will be cut by half, and 2 annual bonuses and severance pay will disappear.
We must tell the government that these are rights. They're not benefits or the employer's acts of generosity. They are rights that our fathers and grandfathers won in the streets too.
This is not the first time that the youth employment law has brought thousands of young Peruvians onto the streets, not just here in the capital, but in cities across the country. They're demanding the new law be repealed, but the government is doing everything it can to prevent that from happening.
The government insists the law will enable many young people to join the formal economy, as well as obliging companies to give them on-the-job training.
If this law is repealed, the Peruvian state will once again be turning its back on those 1.8 million young people who today have nothing, and with this law could successfully enter the labor market, improving their ability, education, their resumes, and as a result, their ability to be employed.
But critics say the government's priority is not the young, but big business.
The government says this will improve training for young people and promote their employability. But at heart, it's not really trying to achieve this. What it's trying to do is drastically reduce labor costs for small and medium-sized businesses.
So far, the government has rejected calls to repeal the law. However, Congress is expected to debate it at the end of the month. Until then, there will likely be a tense standoff on the streets of Lima and other cities across Peru. Dan Collyns, CCTV, Lima.